Welcome back, and joining us now is an entrepreneur from Cranbrook, Caitlin Berkheim. Caitlin, thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem.
Pleasure.
Now, you are a born and raised Cranbrook girl. Tell me, what was it like growing up in this town?
Cranbrook's really interesting. It was kind of hard being like in the town, but I really got into outdoor activities, and there's tons of things to do around here. We've got hikes and skiing, so I was really into that kind of thing.
Did you ever move away for a period of time, or have you always been here?
Yeah, I did. I moved to Langley for school. I did a horticultural apprenticeship. So it was like I was gone for about 3 months at a time, sort of a thing, but mostly I've always been here.
And now you have one child, you're raising a family here in Cranbrook. What from your perspective makes this area a good place to raise a family?
Again, the outdoors, it's just so incredible. I've never been a big fan of the actual town. I find it not to be the prettiest, unfortunately, but I'm trying to find ways to change that. But just the lakes and the hiking and the skiing, not even just Kimberley, but Fernie and Lake Louise, and everything is so close. And it's just the Kootenays, it's amazing.
Do you think that Cranbrook kind of gets, maybe goes under the radar a little bit when it comes to tourism and what is actually around this area?
I think so, for sure. And I'm not sure exactly why. It could be, I don't know, I find the strip, just feng shui, the strip just goes straight through. There is no turning into Cranbrook. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And a few years ago, you got together with a few of your friends to open a fairly unique business in Cranbrook. Talk a little bit about the idea behind opening the restaurant that you did. Yeah,
so we're all born and raised in Cranbrook. And when we first got together, we were talking about opening a co-op, but in Kimberley. And we're like, Kimberley has so many things, and Cranbrook, we're all from here. We all want to be proud of where we're from, and we kind of want to change what's going on here. So we opened up Soul Food. And yeah, we feel like it's livening up Cranbrook a little bit. We've had events where people are dancing on the street, which I've never heard of in Cranbrook before. We're the first patio. So we're just trying to bring people out of the community, and yeah.
And you're also leaning heavily on local producers for a lot of your food.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that so important to you?
Food security. So I worked with Community Connection Society of Southeast BC, and they have this food action committee. And this was kind of where I first learned about it, but they talk about food security in small communities. And so at Soul Food, we try to bring in local produce, people who have sustainably farmed and farmed organically. Yeah, it's just really important. If there ever comes a time where we won't have these things available just from the grocery store, at least we have our farmers. And so we want to support those people and support our future.
And talking about supporting them, what do you think that does for the local economy to actively be pursuing farmers and producers of this food?
Right, so the economy and the Kootenays is really tough for jobs. I'm sure anybody who lives here understands that. Usually you move from a city and you have to get 2-3 jobs in order to support yourself. And they often have to be your own business. So I guess with this supports people in doing their dreams, farming. A lot of people who do that kind of work, they're super passionate about it. And it allows them to do that and still be able to live in this beautiful community.
You obviously went in with quite a mission, to quite a few goals you wanted to achieve. Do you see as a business that you've started to achieve some of those goals and start to maybe change perceptions a little bit on things in town?
Yeah, absolutely. It's incredible. I love it. Just seeing other cafes and restaurants starting to bring in organic food is incredible. Even just fermented products. We have a lot of fermented products in our restaurant, and a lot of other restaurants are starting to do the same thing. And even the composting, we compost at our restaurant, and again, other restaurants have picked that up.
You talked about Cranbrook being a kind of a funny little town. Do you hope that it's a place that your child wants to continue to live here?
Yeah, absolutely. And be proud. I had this one time and it kind of hurt my heart a little bit, but I met somebody and they're like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, Cranbrook. They're like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, why? It's amazing. Why would you be sorry about that, But I don't want to have that reaction. when I meet people and tell them where I'm from, I want them to be like, oh, sweet, Cranbrook's awesome. So I'm just doing what I can to change that.
And looking towards the future in your business, and just what are your hopes for Cranbrook? And do you see yourself staying here for the course and seeing this through?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would just like to see more life. Maybe if people found it in them to like, I don't know how to explain, not to put anybody down, but just like better take care of the things that they have. Like houses, like we have some really old, beautiful heritage houses here, but just to have people who are interested in like actually taking care of them and keeping them up, and yeah.
Awesome. All right, Caitlin, thank you very much for joining us on Money to Live.
Yeah, and thank you.
Stick around, we've got more coming up after the break.